Hi Pisces, welcome to your April 2019 Zodiac wheel reading. I'm Elle, your Psychic Astrologer. Thank you for joining me for this April 2019 Pisces. As you may know, my readings are of a general nature, they're for the collective. So if you would like a personal reading, please don't hesitate to contact me through any of the contact information that I've left there for you, and I have actually applied my discounts for my readings for the month of April as well. So I would just like to now invite Great Spirit, angels and my guides to join me with this reading for Pisces, and give thanks for any messages that come through in this reading for Pisces for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. This reading is for Pisces Sun, Moon and Rising sign. So Pisces, if you know your rising sign and your moon sign, please check out my videos for that as well, and that will give you a more all-round reading and view of your forecast for April. Of course, here in April, Pisces, you have Neptune in Pisces, so it is again one of the planets that is in its own sign, so it's very at home and very comfortable in Pisces, and the Piscean energy is being highlighted greatly this month of April. On the 2nd of April, the moon is in Pisces as well, so there's a very strong energy with Pisces. We have Neptune in Pisces, we have Venus in Pisces until the 21st of April, and we have Mercury in Pisces until the 18th of April. So your psychic area of your house, of your zodiac sign, for those of you that are Pisces, are being especially potent now, so you can trust your instincts, Pisces. Now here is the first house, and you have the Ace of Pentacles there. So if you've been trying to manifest more income or a new direction in your work or job, or going for that new job, this is showing me that there is success there for you, Pisces. In the second house, you're being influenced here in your area of self-worth and how you actually earn your money, by being able to take it a bit easier and not have to go so hard at things, because the Four of Swords is one of rest and wanting to have some rest. Now here in your third house of communication, you have Temperance, and that is ruled by Aquarius actually, and so then I feel that the Aquarius energy and moon will be significant for you as well, and that's on the that's late March, the end of March, early April. So it's Aquarius, moon's in Aquarius until the 2nd of April, and then on the 2nd of April the moon goes into Pisces. So friendships are also being shown as significant and communicating quite as strongly with female friends and friendship groups. Here in your fourth house, we have stability, and the fourth house is having your foundations and having family and friends being influenced by the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is stability, and here in the base of the zodiac wheel you have that support from the family, and you have built stability there. So I feel that you're coming from a place where you're feeling quite secure, so therefore got a lot of confidence, or building your confidence. And you know, family could just be you and your children. It doesn't necessarily mean your mother and father, because for some people their mothers and fathers have passed away or whatever. So it's whoever you feel is family, really. The people you look at as family, they're the ones that have got you back, is the message I'm getting with that Four of Wands. Now here with the 5th house, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now that's the house of fun and sporting activities, creativity, and being able to, you know, get out and have that recreational part of your life that you often don't get to have, or a lot of us don't get to have, because we've got to work and do all the mundane sort of stuff. Well, I'm feeling that you got to work and do all the mundane sort of stuff, because the 5 of Pentacles is there, and you're sort of a little bit, oh, I want to go out and play, but it's raining. So, but that could be a good thing for those of you that are needing that extra cash. Yeah, and you're not being frivolous with it, so you're not wasting it. You're holding on to what you got for what you might need for a rainy day type of thing. Now here in the house of work and health, which is the 6th house, you've got the Knight of Cups. So there's a romantic energy being shown there, which isn't really any surprise, because with all that influence, so basically on the 2nd of April, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 planets in Pisces. So I wouldn't be surprised if around that 2nd of April, you know, 1st, 2nd, 3rd of April, so to speak, I wouldn't be surprised if people feel like there's a bit of magic happening, and that, you know, they're getting fortuitous messages as well, you know, because that psychic energy of Neptune and Pisces, with the Mercury, the messenger of God, and Venus, the planet of love, there'll be mental telepathy going on everywhere, I do believe. So don't be surprised if you think of somebody on those days and presto, the phone rings and there they are. Things like that. Or you literally run into them down the street. So that also could work well for your work. So if you are trying to get more income, or change that job, or, you know, get that permanent position, use your power of thought to create what you want, so that it can manifest, and really put it out there. You can do a lot of this sort of work and really co-create on those days, Pisces. Relationships are under very positive signs here with the 10 of Cups. So I do feel here that you've got, if you're single, you're not going to be single for much longer. And if you're in a relationship, then I'm being shown here that it actually is a relationship where you just keep falling in love with each other, and it's all really very romantic. So for couples, it's like a little Valentine's Day without it being a Valentine's Day. Not that you need Valentine's Day to have a Valentine's effect, but yeah, don't be surprised if you're in a relationship, your partner comes home with flowers, or if if you're a man, she might just cook you up that delicious meal that you wish she would have done so many times, and she's been too busy and hasn't had time. She'll find the time. That's the sort of energy. In business partnerships with the Ten of Cups, then a business partner could actually become a really good confidant and friend. Here in the 8th house we have the Hierophant. So some of you Pisces will be making a commitment, whether this is a marriage commitment or just a commitment to something that you want to see manifest in your life, but you're making the commitment. This is also higher knowledge, as well as it is, the Hierophant is like the church, basically. You know, he's the high priest and he's the monk, so it's sort of also, and being in the 8th house, the house of 8th house being a very spiritual house, and it's also the house of birth and rebirth and psychic energies with the 8th house as well. So it could be growing into being more of a guiding figure yourself to others, or finding that person that can be that guiding figure for you. 9th house is showing here the Queen of Swords. So there is a force to be reckoned with there, but you are every bit good enough to be able to deal with that kind of person who is trying to control or dominate and use their worldly power to do that, so to speak, or their connections to do that. So yeah, like it's worth mentioning here that Jupiter is also another planet that is in its own sign. Yes, it will be going retrograde on the 20th of April. Now it goes retrograde on the 20th of April and will stay retrograde until the 11th of August. So the effects of Jupiter and the influence that it has will take a bit longer to unfold, but you will have more clarification of events happening and changing after the 11th of August. So if you're thinking of making any big shifts or changes, you may be planning that now, but you might not actually see it come to fruition until after August, or the 11th of August. So keep those dates in mind. So yeah, that energy from Jupiter in its own sign of Sagittarius, in its own house, which is the 9th house, is the opportunity for extensive travel. So, and this can present itself in order for you to really learn and understand your world with brand new knowledge. So that's one of the things that could be unfolding here for you, Pisces, because Jupiter is assisting you in being wiser now than you've ever been at any other time in your life. And Jupiter's effect will bring conscious growth, so much so that you no longer live your old prejudices and beliefs. So that's pretty powerful energy going in there into that ninth house. So that's why I feel that there is some sort of authority or legal person that you may encounter, because you know I just feel for you, Pisces, that you are trying to really change your world. You've been working diligently at making those changes happen, and they are coming. You've got the Empress here in the 10th house. Now the Empress represents fruitfulness. She represents prosperity. She is the mother figure. She is able to take care of not only herself very well, but look after others as well. So I really like the Empress energy. I really feel that she is capable of achieving anything, and it's up here in the 10th house. So Pisces, that's your career, so that is going to be making a change as well. Now some of the dates that you need to just maybe keep in mind: the 19th of April is the full moon, and that's in Libra. So that brings to culmination partnerships, relationships of any kind, and whether the balance or conflict. And I can tell you the Empress likes things to be balanced, so she will squelch any conflict. So that 19th there of April is very significant. Now the other area that I feel is important to mention here is again the Saturn and Pluto. Now Saturn and Pluto both in Capricorn, which is the ruler of the 10th house, and the 10th house is the zenith of our wheel. It is our career. So with Pluto in there, it's a very important time for your career, because Pluto gives you the power to achieve your life goals and the insight to find out what they truly are. Now, Pluto in Capricorn goes retrograde on the 24th of April. And Saturn is in Capricorn, and it goes retrograde on the 30th of April. So Saturn is the hard taskmaster. And when planets go retrograde, they retrace something that we didn't learn last time, and we need to learn the lesson this time. So what lesson do you need to still learn? Because you will learn it through these retrogrades. So some issues that still need to be worked out better than what you've already got them. So hard work is Saturn's teachings, and hard work brings reward. So it will be hard work. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be fully worth it. So have you prepared well? Because if you haven't, that can be the source of difficulty through the Saturn return, because it brings great responsibility personally and professionally. And if you've prepared carefully and you avoid taking shortcuts, then you will continue to journey on and rise to the top of where you are trying to get to. And that Empress in there is only enhancing the energies of the planets that are affecting the 10th, that area of the zodiac wheel anyway. So good stuff coming, Pisces. Now, 8 of Pentacles is also showing me here that you may have been wishing to learn a new skill and implement it and put it into practice. And this is showing that you will be, if not already, able to use new skills that you've acquired. You are going to be learning new teachings, new education, new knowledge, new skills, and you will be applying it to be able to support yourself and provide for better for yourself. So you are going to be getting a wish fulfilled there. And here in the 12th house, they're showing the Tower influencing that. Now that is showing here, Pisces, that the old structures, as I said, with the Jupiter effect, that you will no longer be able to live by your old prejudices and beliefs. Well, the Tower is ruled by Neptune, and the Tower represents the old structures being torn down or struck by lightning in order to rebuild a new, better foundation and a better place from which you can grow. So wonderful stuff, Pisces. It really is wonderful. I feel by the end of these transits, and especially by August, your world will have changed in quite significant ways. So please leave a comment and let me know how this resonates for you, and where these changes you've been working towards making these changes happen. So a confirmation card reading, please, for Pisces for April 2017. Oh, thank you. Alright, what do we have? Giraffe. So Giraffe's message is avoid being overstretched. So this is not a time to stretch far beyond your current capabilities. If you stick your neck out too far, you may lose balance and topple over like a giraffe with that impossibly long neck and spindly legs. More even distribution keeps you from being lion prey. So don't stick your neck out. Okay, this is about you, Pisces, not everybody else. So don't stick your neck out. You've got to play by the rules. That Pluto energy, it's, you know, the energies that are affecting you at the moment is very powerful, and play fairly and play by the rules. Don't stick your neck out. Make sure that you have carefully prepared and avoid taking shortcuts. That's the message from Saturn. So thank you, Pisces, for tuning in to my Zodiac Wheel reading. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and please leave a comment, and don't forget to share and like my videos. I am very grateful for comments and feedback, and for those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. You're so wonderful, and I really enjoy doing these readings and look forward to it every month. And if you would like to leave me any messages, you can follow me through Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook, and I've left the information there in that information box. And you can also find me through my webpage, and I've also put that and my email address there in the information box as well. I have some discount readings this month, so if you would like a more personal, detailed reading, I am doing them for a discounted price for the month of April, so you can check that out at my website. So until we talk again, thank you for being a part of my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing and sharing. It means the world to me. And love and light and blessings to you all. Namaste.